Hi, I am Jan Erik and I'm the chief chemist here at Fontech. And I'm leading our R&D team where we develop new and improved products to meet the requirements from the industry. I've been here now more than 10 years, and during those years the R&D has been driven by legislative issues. It started with a transition to the C6 fluorosurfactants, which was quite a challenge because we had to reformulate the products in order to meet the expected performance of those. And now we are in the time where the fluorosurfactants are being restricted, and we need to develop fluorine-free versions with high fire performance, which is a challenging task for us and for the industry. So how do we go about that? Well, without telling any secrets, we start with some chemicals that we have as our building blocks. And in lab we do a lot of formulations where we test the bubble performance, so to say. And this means that we test it with different fuels and with stability, foam qualities and so on. And this is to optimize the performance in the lab. Besides the performance, the foam quality performance, we also look at long-term stability and compatibility of the foam concentrates with materials that it may come in contact with in service. For instance, pipeworks, rubber sealings and so on. We also look at environmental and toxicological things, so we have as minimal impact on environment as possible. And last but not least, the cost. It's also an important factor to have cost performance in our products. So when the lab work is done, we go over to fire testing, and we do a lot of R&D fire testing with our products. We normally use RISE in Borås, Sweden, where they have full equipment for doing the fire test, and we are indoors. And there we test against international standards like EN 1568, ICAO, IMO, UL 162 and FM 5130 and so on. And this is what we do to ensure that we have a good fire performance of our products. And that's important. Normally we spend about 35 to 40 days on the fire ground per year. Last year we did 37 days and over 12 different occasions, and we made over 300 fire tests during 2020. And there we learn from the failures, because what looks good in lab doesn't necessarily look good in the fire test. And when we have products ready to launch, we do approval testing with third-party bodies to get our listing. So we have a lot of coming up, so keep a look on our listings in the future.